I begin my first style by taking out my scarf and then my hair rollers. Just so you know, this is not a fresh roller set, it is 2 days old. I'm going to work the pomade into my fingertips and then work it into the hair that's at the nape of my neck, because I'm going to brush all of this hair up as high as I can on my head. As I brush, I'm going to do my very best not to get any of the side hair up into this ponytail. Once it's fully brushed up, I'm going to wrap a hair elastic around the hair and set it into a ponytail. Next, I split the ponytail into 2 halves, and then I'm going to make like big curls and pin them in place. Once the top section is finished, I'm going to work on the side pieces. Using a brush, you're going to smooth that side section up and pin it as comfortably as you can into the ponytail section. Once you have that part pinned in, make another curl out of that end piece by rolling it around your fingers, and then you're going to pin that portion into the other pin, like a cross pin, so that it holds well. I did the same on my right side that I did with the left. I just spared you that extra footage. Now that the sides are done, I'm going to work on the bang portion. I'm going to start off by brushing it just a little bit so it's not so frizzy at the ends. Now I'm going to tease just a little bit because I want some height to my head. I'm working a little bit of pomade into my fingers and running it into that bang portion because I want to get rid of as much of the flyaways as I can. And I actually liked the way the bangs looked for this style, so I decided just to smooth it out a little bit, and then I pinned it into the position that I liked it. And of course, I have to spritz my hair just to set that part in place, and then I go in and I smooth it out again with my brush. Now it's flower time! I thought I would put it at the very top of that section because I really liked the way the top came out. I thought it was really cute. And that is my first style with the flowers. I thought this was a perfect time to show you an evening look, especially if you wore your hair in the last style that I showed you, just because it gives you that extra volume as well as the curls. So you'll want to just brush your hair. I started on my left side and the bangs, just so I could smooth that out and get it into place that I wanted. And then once that side was done, I started on my right side. Once that side was smoothed out, I decided to pin that portion of hair right above my ear because that's where I wanted to put my flower. Sometimes you have to play with the placement of your flower. You'll think it looks good in one direction, then you look at the other direction, you're like, no, I have to move it. So feel free to play with the placement of your flower. And that's my evening look. For this last style, I decided to, instead of pin my bangs to the side, I would roll it in a big roller just so that it would kind of hold that curl while I work on the sides. Starting at one side, you're going to part the hair from the top of your head down just behind your ear. And of course I have to tease it just because I'm going to have some volume in that roll. Work the pomade through that section of hair and brush it to smooth it out. And once that is done, you're going to carefully make a loop with the ends of your hair, wrap it around your finger, not too tight because you're going to slip it out. See, I slipped it out right there. You're going to slowly and carefully roll that down until it reaches your scalp. I'll pin the top of the roll in first, and then I'll carefully slip my thumb out from underneath the roll, hold it, and then I will pin the underside or the bottom side of that roll. And then I usually go in and cross pin both the top and the bottom just so that it gives extra stability. I know I said this before in another video, but I like to roll the bangs in with the left side of my hair just so it looks like one big roll. So that's what I'm working on here. I'm going to do pretty much the same thing with the bang section that I did with that side section, where I work in the pomade, smooth it out, and carefully roll it around my fingers until it reaches my scalp. And then I will pin it. This time I will pin this into the top of the first side roll. Once that is all to my liking, I will spritz it and smooth it with my brush. Once I finish that side and the top section, I'm going to do the exact same thing on my right side that I did with the left side of my hair. Meaning I'm going to part it, tease it, rub pomade through it, brush it, and then I'm going to roll it. For some reason, I've always struggled with getting the rolls on my right side to be just as good as the rolls on my left side. I don't know if it's because I have more hair on the left side of my head or the way the growth pattern is on the right side of my head. I don't know what it is, but I just have noticed that I struggle with the right side of my hair. So you'll notice that I have a little bit of a struggle with that side, but that's okay. I work it out. Now that that section is done, I will take off my glasses and spritz it and smooth it. For the back, I decided to keep it easy and I was going to put it in a lower ponytail. So I'm going to start off by gathering my hair all the way to the back and I'm going to brush it all out. Now that it's brushed, I wrap it with a hair elastic. And there you go. Nice and easy. For this style, you could wear the flowers in two ways. You can either put the flowers in the back of the ponytail just so that your elastic doesn't show. You can also put them on the side of your head or even on each side of your head. Doesn't matter. It's up to you. And here is my finished look. Do you like it?